What's going on, everybody? This is Clever Gets, and today I am so excited to be reviewing Fire Emblem Engage. This is a game I've been excited for months. The community's been excited for months. For this game, I've been avoiding trailers and spoilers and all that, so I'm going in fairly blind. So I'm excited to share this review with everybody. And yeah, the review is going to be spoiler-free. We're going to be talking about gameplay, characters. Not going to be talking a lot about the plot and all that. And if you're really scared of spoilers, the gameplay that I'm using is all recorded before the 5-hour mark in the game. So it's all from that very first little bit there. And so what do I think of Fire Emblem Engage? It's good. Of course this game was going to be good, right? It's Fire Emblem. We've all played this game before, and if you haven't played it yet, this is a great time to step into the series. The game is still the same as usual, and I mean that in the best way. Fire Emblem is a tactical RPG that promotes critical thinking and strategy. The game's classic mode takes this to the next level with your characters dying permanently. You could also play the normal mode where they don't die permanently. That's the way I played it. The gameplay is the main attraction here, with each level testing your knowledge and requiring a great deal of strategy and thinking. It's not that hack 'em, beat 'em up, normal type of video game we see a lot of days, or a first-person shooter. Nothing wrong with those genres, but this one does pick your brain a lot more. The main feature in Fire Emblem Engage is Engage. Merge with previous characters from mainline Fire Emblem games and unlock new moves and special abilities by bonding with past heroes. The Engage mechanic is fun. It puts a new spin on the old Fire Emblem formula. My only complaint here is the characters feel very generic, and I found that they lack personality just a little bit. I found them a little robotic. The only thing that they would often say to me most of the game is, "Wow, I'm glad you're by my side," or "I'm glad to be here." Obviously, you could go a little further if you try to max your bond with them, but it was a little hard to get to know these characters on a personal level. Every single mainline Fire Emblem game does have a character in Engage. So if you have a favorite character, you might see them here. The difficulty for this game is normal, hard, or extreme. Normal is a fun challenge. Hard takes that up a notch, and extreme is only for those who wish to inflict self-harm on themselves. Seriously, I don't know how you guys do it. Another new feature in Fire Emblem Engage is the Time Crystal. The Time Crystal is a great quality of life update that, when defeated, allows you to go back in time at whatever point in the battle you choose. For example, if I die and I see that there was a point where everything started going wrong, I can physically go back, choose that point, and start from that point again. This is a good quality of life update because before, when you died, you would just have to restart the whole thing. And a lot of the times, these levels can take you up to 45 minutes or an hour, or even longer if you're playing on the harder difficulties, because you're constantly thinking, you're constantly looking at the field and everything. So it is nice to be able to go back to a point of your choosing. The auto battle feature is very welcome here. It's a feature that allows you to command your troops without selecting them individually. I found myself using this a bit on normal difficulty, although I wouldn't see myself using it on harder difficulties because I found the AI to be a touch spotty. As expected, because nothing compares to the human brain, most of the time. The game allows you to customize your character with new outfits and appearances, although I personally didn't find myself using this all that much because I'm not really the cosmetics guy, and I like the standard outfits that they gave you anyway. The amiibo unlocks in this game build onto this and are quite welcome. Every Fire Emblem series amiibo that you scan will unlock new music and costumes for your characters. The old Fire Emblem features have made a return as well, with marriage, character classes, and different weapons all present in this game. All these features give you a lot to do outside of the main story, which I always appreciate. Character classes is something that was fun to play with, because if your character was a swordsman, you could change them to a lance user, or a bow, or an archer. So it was good to see that kind of stuff back. The voice acting, I'm the Pokemon guy, right? So when I see voice acting in a video game, I'm still a little not used to it because that's something that we need to put in Pokemon, but we don't have. So the voice acting is always welcome. Although it was kind of hilarious to me sometimes, both intentionally.
I am so sorry!
Huh?
And unintentionally.
Oh, how naive you are. After you fail me once, there is no second chance.
No! Please don't kill me! Please don't kill me!
It was also very clear when two voice actors were not in the same room when recording, which did take away from my experience just a little bit. Also, everyone talks with their eyes closed for some reason in this game. I'm not really sure why. Finally, the plot. Without spoilers, the plot was good. Not amazing, but good. I don't think this game was on the same level as the golden era of Fire Emblem, like Fates and Awakening for the 3DS, but it was good. It had moments that made me really happy and excited, and some moments that made me question it just a little bit. The game also blitzes through characters at rapid speed when you're meeting so many characters in the game. This can be seen as a bit of a good thing or a bad thing. The good news is, more personality and more characters in the game. The bad thing is, it's kind of hard to keep up. It was cool to have all the new characters in the game, but it was a little chaotic to keep up with everyone. So I found myself just picking my favorite characters, developing them, and ignoring the rest. So yeah, Fire Emblem Engage is a pretty good video game. It did live up to the hype for me. It wasn't a perfect video game at all, but not a lot of them are. The old features are an excellent return. The gameplay is crisp as ever. The tactical RPG element works very well. The amiibo support's welcome. All that kind of stuff. It's fantastic. The only things that are taking it down a notch for me are some minor things, like the voice acting is spotty at times. As I said before, you can't really tell if the voice actors are in the same room or not. Their tones are really different, really weird every now and then. And the AI in the battles it's okay. And then the plot did just leave just a little bit to be desired for me. Blitzing through characters so quick, it's hard to get to know anybody. And also there were some story elements that, were okay, but they didn't really take it to the next level. Other than that, I think I'm going to give Fire Emblem Engage an 8 out of 10. It's a very good video game overall. The critiques I have for it, they're minimal, right? I don't want anyone to read into that too much. It's a very good video game, and I recommend anyone to try it. Whether you're a veteran in the game or new to the franchise, I think if you're new, this is a great spot to jump in. Just the old characters and everything doesn't make it too intimidating to jump in to a brand new franchise right away. They do it in a way that's very laid out and very good. And if you haven't played every Fire Emblem game, then you don't have to know every character that's in the Engage formula, because they do explain who they are. So anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that. So I hope everybody enjoyed the video, and tell me if you want more video game stuff. It's something I've been dabbling with a little bit on the channel lately, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. So I think we're gonna keep it around, at least in some formula. Anyway, I'm gonna head out of there. I hope everybody has an amazing day and amazing time if you're playing the video game, and have a good one.